here from Arty Alley, and I'm back with another video. Today I'd like to talk to you about colouring. Well, obviously it's a colouring channel, but I want to talk to you about the connection between colouring and meditation or mindfulness. I don't know if you've ever noticed how when you're colouring, your mind gets quieter. The noise fades, your shoulders drop, and suddenly you're just present. I don't think that's accidental. I believe that colouring and meditation, or colouring and mindfulness, or colouring and self-awareness are deeply connected. And I want to talk a little bit today about the science, about why colouring feels so calming and how it works in a very similar way to meditation, and also maybe a little bit about the way it's easier for me, how colouring is an easier pathway for me towards mindfulness. I've always struggled a little bit with being still. I've always struggled with stopping the internal monologue in my head. And I've tried yoga and been thrown out of many a yoga class for not being able to sit still or be quiet. So I like this because I'm not having to sit still, and I don't need to empty my mind. I just need to take a few moments to colour and have a little bit of the time to colour, and also something to colour in. So at its core, meditation is about bringing your mind to the present moment. And for me, colouring does exactly that. But I've got something tangible, to do. I like to be productive, and being able to sit down and colour a page feels highly productive to me. When I focus on choosing colours and following the flow of a line and filling in a shape, my attention shifts from whatever's going on, whether that's a worry or planning or replaying my conversations or even projecting into the future. Colouring takes all of that away. It puts me into the present moment, and just like when we focus on our breathing in meditation, when I'm colouring, I am focusing on colour and movement and even the rhythm, and there's a little bit of the sound as well. Sometimes the sound the pencils make or the pens make on the paper is deeply soothing in a way that I find difficult to explain. Colouring for me naturally calms me. Is it the repetitive motion, the predictability of the pattern? Is it the sense of control I have? Because I'm in control of the colours and I'm in control of where I put them, that just tells my brain that it's okay, we're safe, we don't have to panic, we've got this. And this guy, Dr Stan Rodski, has kind of taken that and put it into some colouring books, and he has shown through his studies that activities like colouring definitely have an ability to lower stress and anxiety, to reduce your heart rate and breathing, and to help your body move out of that fight or flight mode. There's also a freeze mode as well, but where and if you've got ADHD like I do, then having ADHD means you freeze a lot, because you get decision paralysis and you get there's so many things to do, I don't even know what to do. And sometimes just allowing myself 15 or 20 minutes of colouring can allow me to move past all of that. It's like taking a healthy pause without the need of stillness or silence or a strange pose that you've got to manage to contort your body into. I also like the fact that I think colouring trains your focus, but really gently. It's not like doom scrolling or multitasking, which I'm the queen of. I'm the queen of multitasking and of doing half a job on all of them, and sometimes no job because I've forgotten that I was doing that job and I've left it. Side note, my husband recently bought me a steamer, a food steamer, because I find it really difficult to make myself lunch even though I work from home, because I will forget that I put it on and I will go away and I will do something else and then something else and then something else. Maybe an hour later I'll remember that I was cooking my lunch, and by then it's, you know, a bit sad and shriveled and no good to anybody. So he bought me a steamer, bless him, so that now I can pop whatever I want in, I can turn the steamer on, steamer will turn itself off after the 20 minutes, and if I don't remember it for an hour, it's all good. Nobody's gonna get burnt dinner anymore. So like I said, colouring for me trains your focus. It's not like scrolling, it's just a single gentle task, and it's a creative task, right? So mandalas, geometric patterns and detailed illustrations can be really powerful, but I do find it's important to avoid some of the more complicated patterns. Like I love my Kana Carlson, I love my Maria Trolle, I love Kirby Rosanis and Lulu Mayo, but I sometimes get a little bit overwhelmed by them, particularly if I've only got a short amount of time to colour. So patterns and mandalas, and these books in particular, just take away any of that pressure, right? They create just enough structure to hold my attention, and it allows me to get into what's known as the flow state, that peaceful feeling where time slips by and you just feel content. Now I can think, I now set timers when I colour, because I can think I've been here 5 minutes and look up and find 2 hours has gone past, which is lovely as long as you don't have any other responsibilities. But if you do have other responsibilities, it's good to set a timer. Yeah, so this is much easier for me to achieve doing this. I very rarely get that same flow state from a traditional meditation. And you know, I used to think I can't meditate, I can't slow my mind down, I can't stop thinking, and you know, I've tried many techniques. I've tried the visualize a white sheet of paper, and what happens is my brain goes, white sheet of paper, is it A4, is it A3, is it A5, is it just plain white, or is it like an ivory, or is it even a creamy colour? I wonder if it's got a tinge of blue in that white. I wonder whether it's part of a notebook, or is it part of a sketch? You get the idea, right? My brain struggles to just focus on it being a single white piece of paper. But colouring gives my mind something to do, right? So it helps me to sit still. It helps me to deal with my restlessness and my overwhelm. It helps me also when I find silence a little bit difficult and I want to fill it with action. So yeah, it meets me where I'm at, which I think is really lovely. So what do I normally do? I usually choose something from one of these books. You know, this is, if you go to the coloration, Brain Science coloration site, this is a freebie that you can download. And that's usually what I do with my patterns, is I generally print them off. I put them through the photocopier and I print them off, because I want to do them many times, not just once. And this one I have done quite a few times because I find this one particularly relaxing, and I really love that I can print it off and colour it and colour it and colour it. I always focus on the process. I'm not worried about finishing. You'll see I haven't finished this page. There aren't many in here I would have touched, because as I say, I like to print them out and do them more. And he's got lots of science in this book as well. So, you know, how to sleep better and so on. And there's 3 books. There's the meditation, the anti-stress, and the brain science. And they've all got different patterns. I don't think there's any repeats, or I haven't noticed if there are any repeats. Sorry, I was going a bit fast there. That was my brain going, speed up, speed up, speed up. And I don't know why it was speeding up. See, this is really beautiful, isn't it? I mean, just the the simple repetition, but you know, it brings to mind so many things that my brain can focus on rather than, you know, what else is going on. So the tips are, you know, choose something like that. Choose a pattern over, but you know, you do you, because you know, not everybody gets as overwhelmed as I do. And you know, maybe you do find this kind of page easy to relax into and to meditate over. But for me, a little bit overwhelming if I need to be calm and I need to pick somewhere that I want to start, much as I love this book. Okay, you know. So yeah, so focus on a pattern. Focus on the process. It's not about finishing, it's just about enjoying the process. Notice your breathing, notice how you're holding the pencil or the pen, notice the movement, notice what colors you're using. Let your thoughts come and go, don't judge them. Keep it short, 15, 20 minutes, even 5 minutes can be enough. And you know, maybe light a candle or add some calming music and just see how your body feels. There's no right or wrong way. You do you. You do what makes it work for you. Colouring isn't just a creative hobby, right? It's just so much more. And yeah, so if this resonated with you, pick a page today, not because you're going to make something perfect, but you're going to give yourself a treat. You're going to give your mind a rest. You're going to do something for you. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop me a like. It would mean the world. If you want to drop me a comment and say how colouring helps you unwind, I'd really love to hear your experience. See you later, guys. How about we colour?